Hello, I'm Julie Garnier from Rustic Cottage Co. and welcome to my channel. I'm located in the northwest of England, but I have travelled quite a lot around the different countries, US, Canada and Mexico mostly, but also around the Caribbean. Through my journey of travel, I've learned to love the different styles of decoration, home decor and furniture, and started my own business creating and selling for myself. My channel here on YouTube, Rustic Cottage Co, is now doing so well. I am happy to create every week a different video to show you furniture, home decor of different styles, shabby chic, rustic, primitive, shabby chic, farmhouse, lots of different ideas. I love them all. I am equally all and differently. I hope I inspire you to create too, and I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. I'm Julie from Rustic Cottage Co. Hello everyone, I'm Julie from Rustic Cottage Co and back again doing a video. This one's a little tiny bit different, but the next few will kind of continue from this one, so hopefully you enjoy it and get hooked on what I'm getting up to right now. So basically, again, I'll recap. Just moved back to England a year ago, got myself established and sold my house in Canada and now starting a new life. So I'm looking at properties and looking at, the English have row houses, they call them terraced houses, so literally they call them 2 up, 2 down. Means 2 rooms up, 2 bedrooms upstairs, plus a bathroom. They don't include that in the description, but 2 up, 2 down, meaning living room, kitchen. 2 up, 2 down. So there's terraced houses, those are usually quite cheap and they're mostly in the inner cities. And then there's little bungalows and then mobile homes, which they call them caravans over here. And some of them have parks that are all year round. Not many, most of them are holiday places, but some of them are parks all the way around. So I'm going to go off out this week and have a look at some properties, look at some areas and see what I can find. Now, I'm in the Stockport area near Manchester, so I'm about a 5, maybe 10 minutes drive to Manchester Airport right now. I was in Chorley, Lancashire, that's where my parents and my sister are, and they're approximately 25 miles north of me, so they're not far away. I visit them weekends and see them quite often, but I'm just a little bit further away from that. And now I've got to decide whether I want to be Chorley, Stockport, or somewhere in between. And that's what I'm kind of deciding and having a look around, see what's going on and what places I can find. So off out this weekend and went to an area called Summit. Now, we didn't realise how beautiful this area is, and only 5 minutes away from here I was looking at one of those terraced houses. It's kind of an end one. Very pretty, very nice, needs some work doing to it, which I would do anyway for decorating to my own style. But this is an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful area I wanted to show you. A motorway only 10 minutes away, so good for anything that you need to go to, but absolutely beautiful area, so I thought I would show you around. Isn't it beautiful? Well, I went out all weekend looking at properties, as I said. Went different places and found some really nice rural places that were a little bit cheaper, but also beautiful, and that's kind of what I was looking for. But after all the deliberation of chatting back and forth and what we wanted to do, we decided not to do anything. We actually decided to stay where we're at. Now, we're in a rental property right now, and obviously you can't do much in a rental property. But as I'm just starting out again in life at 50 years old, I came over with just one suitcase. Now I've got to buy furniture, decorations, and make this rental property with next to nothing in it, a home. So when a female, or sometimes even males, not just females, but when we're told, go get what you want, make it a home, you tend to do that, right? So what I'm doing in this video is figuring out what I want to do, how I want to do it, what kind of style I like. Especially in my business, I've found the styles in England is very different. There are some people that will spend a lot of money on rustic stuff, but they're very rare, and there are people that have maybe log homes, barn conversions, live out in the middle of nowhere, and they do love that rustic look. But the majority of England don't. They've lived rustic all their lives. Most houses are over 100 years old, some of them even more, you know, kind of thing. I'm living on a street right now, it's an old cobbled street from back in the day. So they don't want old, they want new. And I've come across this before actually. I had, not that long ago, I had a house in Mexico, and we would go to it in the winters only, and then we were going to retire to it. All that changed. But what I'm saying, because of that, in Mexico I wanted the rustic Mexican feel in that home, and I did it, you know, found all the things to make it look that way. But my actual Mexican friends that were helping me, and friends of mine, were like, no, you want to Americanize, you want to go get American stuff, go to Home Depot, go to you know, Lowe's, go get this, go get that. And I'm like, no, I want the traditional Mexican stuff from the Mexican market down the road. I want the rustic stuff. And they thought, oh, why? We've had that all our lives, we're so glad to get away from it. They want, you know, them TVs, the American, you know, modern look. But when I did it, when I finished, I did the rustic, you know, the floor with the tile, the kind of terracotta tile, nice walls. And when I finished the Mexican house, even my Mexican friends said, this looks nice, because it was a fresh look on the old Mexican style. And obviously it didn't look old, it looked, you know, lived in, and it was just ideas of the traditions of the style of Mexico. So I did that in Mexico, and that went down and came out beautifully. If I've got some pictures, I'll try and show you, but I'm not sure if I do. Anyway, now I need to find a twist of my rustic Canadian look that I love so much. I don't want to let go of it, but trying to make it into an old English house, but looking modern and rustic and old at the same time. So hopefully I can get that one done too, and English friends around me will also turn around and say, you did it, you nailed it. So hopefully I can. Anyway, I'm just going to get bits at a time and do one room up at a time. And basically the main thing with decorating, if you don't love it, don't go into it. And I love it. Let's see what we're going to do with this room. Well, I did manage to find some photos of Mexico. Here's the car we had. This is outside the house that we had in Mexico. And this is during a bedroom and ensuite bathroom being laid with the terracotta tile. As it was being done, literally you can see the walls were painted in beautiful ocean blue colour that we wanted. And we had a complete wraparound deck. Also, the property, we had a second level put on, which was a master bedroom, ensuite bathroom and a wraparound deck. The whole wraparound was the second level, and we did it as we wanted it, the way we wanted it, with traditional wood furniture and in the colours of the terracotta tile floor and blue sea look to it all. We never did finish. This is the second guest room, we didn't do that one, and the colour of the walls of the living room we never did get round to changing, but we did started buying some of the furniture, all traditional wood, Mexican style, as you can see. We also never really got down to finishing the kitchen either, very bright red as well. Unfortunately, that wasn't done either. This is the outside of the base floor, the level floor, and then the steps up to the second level of the balcony. And we had the fencing all done in the traditional way that Mexico used to do fencing, with the tree barks, and we had that stained. But all in all, beautiful place. So after all the deliberation of what to do, where to go, we went around different properties, different locations, had some wonderful time looking around. It was so much fun. But logically and realistically, you have to think what's best for you. And we've decided to stay where we are for the moment. So we are staying here. And now my next job is to decorate. Now it's fun, but I have a few dilemmas of what to do. And now this is the first room I'm going to be doing, and I've decided to keep the coffee table I made a few months ago. So it's a grey wash top with grey legs, and that goes perfectly with, as you can see, grey carpet. The curtains are going to be changed. The couch is staying, but it's grey anyway, so that's perfect. TV is coming without a TV stand, so have to get that soon. And that's my first dilemma, is I have this in the corner, and luckily enough, inside this box in the corner is actually plug sockets, so I can hide wires and put the TV in this corner. But let's make it look nicer. What would you do? How would you decorate this corner without it coming overlapping over into the window area, because I'd like long curtains down to the ground and that to just hang nicely there. So I want to finish this corner bit maybe with some shelves, something that I can then stand the TV on and it look nice. Now I've got a whole wall here as well, and then obviously pictures for the walls. But as I say, I'd like something. How can I make that corner work good for TV? And then over here, I want to put something to cover these plug sockets here, maybe a little kind of shelving unit here. And then on this wall, unfortunately here over in England, radiators are the heating source, so they have to be. But what I'm thinking is putting a shelf above it and then a mirror above that. And then I have this corner here, which also has a plug sockets, which is good. So maybe a corner piece furniture here too. Now, do I go white? That's what I used to do, but you know, shiny white is in fashion more in this country than the rustic white that I used to do. Should I go grey? Should I go wood? Maybe a grey wash wood? What would you do in this room? What would you do to make this room look homely, rustic, yet also very English? Suggestions in the comments, please, are very much needed and welcome at this point. I also visited and went up often in the summertime a place called Green Lake, where we would camp and go many different places. It was an absolutely beautiful place to be. And here are some more photos of that area that we stayed in. And I'm showing you because this is where we will be laying the ashes of my beloved Bella, who passed away this last week. I miss her so much. I got her as a puppy and she was my best friend. Totally my best friend, and got me through so much things. We would like to say goodbye to Bella. Thank you for watching. I'm Julie Garnier from Rustic Cottage Co. Don't forget to subscribe.